Hello friends, and welcome to this third episode of showdown between the titans of Master of Orion 2, IR and Cabman. We are continuing where we left off. IR has 4 systems right now. Blue with a great Gaia, large Gaia rich planet, which will churn battleship and other stuff in the future, like hotcakes. Drago, their main starting system. The Takamoko and Proctor, the 2 newly colonized systems which are now in the state of development. In the last episode, close to the end, I was so interested in the fate of Woo, what a nice leader. Again, with a navigator and plus 10 BC each turn. That's quite great. Where was I? So, I was so interested in the fate of those 7 house and planet. And it resolved itself quite obvious. IR just kept them there to relocate to the newly populated Takamoko system. Newly colonized, should I say. Again, storing the production using Starbase. As we already know, any production stored can be used by any other building project, even if you change it midway. That's one of the core mechanics of Master of Orion 2. The turn will be slowing down. It's still relatively fast, but it will slow down considerably because more system needs more shiftiness. As you can see, Proctor is the latest system which we colonized, are getting a population transferred there. A couple of those in transit. Those are done by freighters, and it seems we have quite a freighter crisis right now. But I see that IR already built some. Again, optimizing population, scouting, newly discovered possibilities after researching better fuel cells, the system which are not still scouted. This modification, partially systems are already scouted in the beginning of the game, just to quicken the process of early game. Building robotic miners, that's great building to have. Plus 10 production flat and plus 2 production for each population mining on a production. Okay, it seems with atmospheric renewal and pollution processor, there isn't much of a pollution problem right now. Stored production used for miners. IR uses the trick to use the main amount of population on the research, while waiting their production to store enough to build some needed structures in the nick of time where he needs it. Populating production queue in the newly colonized planets. You can do this, by the way, automatically by creating building structures lists and using your numbers on the keyboard from 1 to 7 or to 6. Okay, so 3 turns to some orange star and 2 turns to OVA system by colonization ship. Quite an okay system we're seeing. Again, those systems with abundant and poor poor planets are still usable for research purposes, for storing population purposes, because population gives money, gives research. And here we have quite a great system, but it's guarded by space crystals. And space crystals and monsters overall in this modification are no joke. They are really bad. Turn. And we have fusion beam as the next research. Many underestimate this research, but it's actually a pretty good ground weapon upgrade to have, because you may not have phaser or plasma rifle anytime soon or at all, and any percentile amount to your ground is great things to have. And it's not only because you need to invade opposition worlds, but because you can encounter some boarding tech in tactical combat, and if your Marines has not good enough ground combat rating, you'll be boarded quite easily or raided quite easily, and your star station or battle station will be most prone to these tactics, because they are already immobile, and this is what keeps boarding Marines boarding your ships, that your ships are not immobile by default. So yeah, any ground combat rating bonus is enhancement is great. Okay, again, shifting population. Let's get back to the situation at hand. One turn to Oba system with colonization ship, a couple of turns, 2 parsecs, 2 turns to new system, orange star with the scout, to see what's going on there, what we have there. Building some outpost ships to give scouts and colony ships and fleet overall ability to travel fast further. Again, scanner will grant better detection of enemy ships, and additionally, quite a great bonus, will grant a reduction to missile defense of enemy ships automatically. So the better scanner you have, the least amount of missile defense opposition would have. It has quite an impact. Okay, shifting population within a colony, within a system, doesn't require any freighters and any turns. You don't need to wait any turns to get your population there. It transfers immediately. However, when you transfer between systems, you need freighters, and it will take some amount of turns. It depends on your drives. The better drive you have, the faster population will be transferred, so drives are economic upgrade. Is an economic upgrade. Still checking something. I feel it's again to optimize things. Home system continue to build robotic factories. Those are robo-miner plants, should I say. Again, great building to have. Mines by itself, and hence mining by overall, or production, it's the same thing in this game. And macrolite construction as the next research. It gives nope, IR decides differently. Multi-wave ECM jammer gives plus 100 missile defense. And we have a first ship design. Reinforced hull, augmented engines, nuclear missiles, mirror overload, ECCM. By the way, it's only this mode has rockets with the overload. In the original, you can have only a MIRF modification. MIRF gives 4 times of damage with 2 times of weight of space, which will occupy this weapon. Overload gives 2 times the damage and 2 times the space. So it's I don't really know how it works in this modification. Combining these two modifications to a weapon, it seems this design aimed to defeat monsters, because I heard a couple of times waving his mouse and checking the system, monster system. Again, we have a multi-wave ECM jammer, and the next research is planetary stock exchange will give plus 100 percent to money, basically, in this planet where it's built. Okay. Shifting population again for the optimization purposes, for population purposes, and I are doing it so fast, so I don't have time to actually comment and see exactly what, where and when, how much and where the population is going. Okay, so newly designed ship, Gladius, are going into building queues. It has reinforced hull, which triples its let's say yellow and red life bar, or its structure, so it has triple amount. It's quite helpful, because when your armor depletes, your system start to give out under the damage, because of the damage. And the more hull you have, the slower you will lose your systems, weapons, and ship. In the combat, because when your hull hit points deplete, you lose the ship, obviously. We'll see if the combat, I feel in the near future, and there we'll get it better, we'll understand it better. By the practice, by the example. Player changes his research to other tech. I didn't get it, unfortunately. Our player is quite fast. It's a quick player. Has a quick hands, quick moves. Okay, we still have 4 systems right now. Gladius is continuing to build. Out of 3 we have a colony ship, so it seems it will be monster hunting, and colony ship will go to the system where monster will be defeated. Okay, the Kamoko system, like couple turns away, just newly colonized, already quite developed. It's strange because I don't see any pollution, and here I don't see any systems, anti-pollution system. I feel that I missed something. I think it was a technology it calls nano-disassemblers, which octuplets the production needed to produce pollution, let's say it like this. And with this, and it's an automatic upgrade for every system you have. So maybe it's what's going on, because we're not in the so deep in the tech tree to have the, how it's called, something evolution, where you can pick additional race rate, and I feel it doesn't give enough points to choose a tolerant pick. So I think it's not in the standards, and in this modification it's quite a great research to have, like really great. Okay, psionics plus 12% to moral in all worlds. Again, it works the same as virtual reality network or whole simulator. Just enhances anything colony does useful by certain percentage, and we can see it in the top part of screen with those happy masks. Each mask is 10% of moral boost, which boosts equally production, farming, research and money generation. We continue to develop Oba Prime, newly colonized system, and we have a couple of Glodiuses built, 3 of those, let's see. We are contemplating giving those Gladiuses some officers, but it's risky, because most of the time monsters kill or destroy at least some ships when you hunt them. So either you should provide certain design for a ship where a leader would be safe, or get special tech to save the leaders even when ship is destroyed. Escape pods, it's called. I don't really know if IR has it, and if he will assign leaders to ships, which should be useful at least for combat bonusi and for navigator, as we already talked about this. It will hasten the ship movement. Okay, sending population to the other systems to optimize population growth and development of systems. A couple of settlers arrived at newly colonized Oba Prime. It has its build queue full, and we have 4 Glodiuses almost ready to go and defeat those pesky monsters. Some checking and shifting. Biospheres go as first, because population go already at its limits, and Biospheres provides 2 additional slots for population on the planet. So you can populate it more. Duh. Buying things. No, not buying these things, but buying these things. It's always good to buy even at the last turn, because stored production will be allocated to the next project in the build queue. That's a great trick to do. We have a shortage of command points, -4 of those, but with all those moral and money generation tax, we're still in in the green moneyways, because each point of missed command points, or when you don't have enough of those, costs exponentially more money each turn. For this you need to build additional star bases, or have a battle station or star fortress tech, or have other techs which have communications in those, like hyperspace communication, subspace communication, tachyon communication. And as far as I remember, AR doesn't have tachyon communication, he has tachyon sensors. He chose that upgrade to have, and that can be seen in his amount of command point, that he doesn't have any communication stack. Additionally to providing command points, communication stack provides an ability to switch the direction of the ship mid-road. Without it, if you send your ships somewhere, you won't be able to change the direction before ships reach their destination. Okay, additional design. This is a simple scout, or should I say advanced version of scout, again just for scouting purposes, with extended fuel tanks, which allows to travel by 2 parsec farther than your best fuel cells. You can install it on your combat ships as well if you need to go further. Colony ships are built, or are building, should I say, right now. It's expected because now we will have monster hunting season and sweet lucrative systems to colonize. And we quickly approaching the end of this episode. As always guys, if you like what you see, please tune in to the next episodes. The links will be in description or on this playlist. So yeah, have fun and see you next time.